That's it, April, tick, done. I cannot believe how fast these months are going, but let's talk about everything that happened in April 2023 in the photography world, because it was an interesting month. A bunch of different interesting things happened. Let's dive into it. First up, let's talk about the new products that launched during April. Now, there's a host of kind of different things here. We have the DJI Mavic 3 Pro, which has some really impressive tech in there, longer flight times, a triple camera system, Hasselblad optics. That could be a really, really nice drone for all kinds of different things. The image quality there looks to be fantastic, and hopefully at some point we'll get our hands on it and we can do a full review. We also saw 3 new Sigma prime lenses, a 17mm f4, 23mm f1.4 for APS-C cameras, and a 50mm f2. Now, we did a full review on these lenses. They're nice and small and compact while still retaining some really lovely optical quality. So definitely a lovely choice of kind of a nice set of 3 prime lenses there, and certainly 2 of them for full frame and then 1 for APS-C. Really interesting prime lenses to check out. We saw a nice wide-angle zoom lens from Nikon, the 12 to 28mm f3.5 to 5.6. That looks, again, very small and compact. Hopefully we'll get our hands on it at some point to test it out, but that looks like a great option for those kind of wide-angle zooms, which are always really exciting. And of course, we saw the Canon RF 100 to 300mm f2.8, that's all the way through, L lens, and now it's not the cheapest lens out there, but that is something very, very special. And for sports photographers, especially indoor sports, having an f2.8 aperture constant throughout the zoom range, that's a fantastic option. We did a full review on that, we can check out on the channel. I'll pop a link down in the description so you can check it out. Of course, there were links to all of these products in the description as well. Of course, it wasn't just all new products, there was other news out there as well. For example, the Sony FX3 had a new firmware update to add a host of new features, which is quite exciting. If you're into video, that's a great camera, and this just updates it further, which is really nice. Something Sony, I think, are listening to, which is adding in more firmware updates for some of their key lines. And this seems to have directly come from that community feedback. So that's really, really nice. We also saw the Sony World Photography Awards, where you can actually go and check out all of the winners now on their website, which is really interesting. There was a little bit of an interesting story where one of the winners had used an AI image, which kind of brings up some interesting thoughts as to the role of AI in photography. Obviously, we've seen AI integrated into some cameras. The A7R5, for example, uses AI learning for its autofocus algorithm, which is interesting. But I think this is something we're going to see probably more and more. AI is speeding up so fast that it'll be interesting to see how the kind of community and how the industry keeps up with it and how we kind of regulate that a little bit, I guess, because it's an interesting problem, but I think that it could be a very interesting thing to add in to photography as a whole. I guess we're going to see. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. We also had all kinds of other content around park cameras as well. Here on the YouTube channel, we've had various tutorials, Sprung photography inspiration, Lego photography, a whole editing breakdown on how we made this photo, which is very exciting depending on what kind of photography you're into. And it's always interesting to branch out a little bit and try something new. I had a lot of fun doing that. I had a lot of fun. Really enjoyed making that and actually making that photo as well. We also had a whole video on why calibrating your monitor is really important, and over on our blog there's a whole host of interesting content. A Vanguard tripod review, bag review, a Sigma lens review. There's loads of stuff to go and check out over there if you've never checked out our blog. I'll pop links down in the description for all this stuff, so you can just go check out everything. And of course, now we're heading into May. Things are starting to maybe warm up a little bit. I'm in a t-shirt right now. I'm in a t-shirt rather than a hoodie, and I appreciate that. I'm excited for those longer evenings, those beautiful sunsets, there's wildlife everywhere. It's just a nice time to go out and take photos. Really, really nice before we get into that incredibly bright sun later in a couple of months. That's going to start getting a little bit tricky in the daytime, but hey, there's always something to shoot, right? Let me know what you're shooting in May. What are you excited to go out and photograph? What's getting you inspired? Let me know. I'd love to hear down in the comments, because maybe we'll just inspire ourselves as well. Maybe we can all inspire each other. So let me know. That'd be really cool. Otherwise, like I say, links down there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. But until then, as always, thanks for watching.